Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vietnam Stock Market Opportunities. I am so happy and grateful to all of you guys to follow our channel. And if you want to open a legal trading account, please contact us with the email Vietnamstockmarket.entry at gmail.com, Telegram Vietnamstockmarket.entry with the phone number is 84914326556. Or you can scan the QR code on the screen so that we can support you. When you come to our channel, we will show you about Vietnam stock market's great opportunities. Or you can follow and subscribe the other channel is Areca Capital channel. The owner of this YouTube channel is Areca Nguyen. She is a personal financial advisor and a Viet Capital Securities stockbroker manager. You can contact her with the email home.nguyen@vcisc.com.vn. With the phone number is 84914326556. We always welcome you to our office on the 11th floor, 109 Trương Đạo Street, Hoàn Kiếm District, Hà Nội, Vietnam. And today, I would like to introduce to you about one enterprise that had the industry is utilities. That is REE, hydropower, to boost earnings to 10-year high. REE is a holding company with three main business lines: power 1,000 megawatt and nearly half of its total earnings, mechanical and engineering installation, and office leasing. REE is a leading M&E player and possesses 150,000 square meters of office leasing space. Other segments include water and real estate. This report was collected on October the 4th, 2022, with refrigeration, electrical engineering, REE. Current price is 73,500 Vietnam dong. Target price 93,000 Vietnam dong. Last target price 86,000 Vietnam dong. Upside to target price 22.6%. Hydropower to boost earnings to 10-year high. We raised our target price for REE by 8% to 93,000 Vietnam dong per share and maintain our outperform rating. We view REE as a leading player in Vietnam's green energy sector with profitable projects that are driven by its effective cost management and low financing expenses. We are optimistic about REE's potential capacity expansion in Vietnam's promising renewable sector with 400 megawatt and 1,000 megawatt of onshore and offshore wind power capacity, respectively, as well as its aggressive targets to double its revenue to $1 billion in the next 5 years, compares to our forecast of $600 million by 2026 forward. Our higher target price is due to a 1% increase in our aggregate 2022 to 2026 forward net profits forwards are forecast and higher target debt capital of 40% compared to previously 20%, which outweighed a 50 BP increase in our in-house cost of equity assumption. We raised our 2022 forward net profit after tax forecast by 5% as we increased REE's power earnings by 9% due to our higher earnings forecast for the hydropower portfolio that outweighed our lower earnings forecast for PPC. We forecast a 17% EPS compound annual growth rate in 2021 to 2026 forwards that is driven by contributions from 500 megawatt of wind power capacity, 473 megawatt peak of rooftop solar capacity, and the commercial operation of the E-Town 6 building in late 2023 forward. We view REE's valuation as attractive at a 2022 forward PER of 11.9 times, implying a PE2 of 0.6 with a 2021 to 2024 forward EPS compound annual growth rate of 19%. Upside rate faster than expected wind and hydropower M&A. New capacity included in Power Development Master Plan 8, downside rate lower than expected M&A profits. We forecast 2022 forward net profit after tax to raise 27% year-over-year, 2 times the average annual growth over the last 10 years. We believe this stellar growth will be driven by hydropower net profits after tax climbing 40% year-over-year in 2022 forward. Full-year contributions from REE's 3 new wind power projects that came online in late 2021 and 162% year-over-year net profits after tax growth for the M&E segment. Wind power has solid performance ready for expansion. REE's wind power net profits after tax surged 490% year-over-year to 112 billion Vietnam dong, $4.8 million in H1 2022, and completed 47% of our full-year forecast. In line with our expectation as H1 is a low season, we maintain our forecast for an additional 100 megawatt PA of wind power projects in 2023 to 2026 forward. In addition, based on information from BUIM Group, we believe the giant wind offshore project that REE's chairwoman has stated the company is working with foreign partner and in talk with the Prime Minister about is REE's offshore 1,000 megawatt in Chavin province. We expect that project is be included in the Power Development Master Plan 8 and expect REE to receive investment license, giving it strong financial capacity as well as expertise. Include 1 new BOD member from the Global Wind Energy Council. We move to the H1 2022 recaps. Stellar growth from hydropower portfolio. Year 1, H1 2022 results. Revenue in Q2 2022 is 2023 year-over-year 25.4%. H1 2022 4,068 year-over-year 44.3%. VCI comments on H1 results. Strong revenue was mainly from power segment, driven by hydropower and wind power, which outweighed the peak performance of the M&E segment. Reported net profit after tax MI. VCI comments on H1 results. Strong net profit after tax MI results was thanks to a surge in earnings from hydropower plants, especially Vietnam hydropower, as it was consolidated by REE in April 2021. REE's M&E net profit after tax MI was 35 billion Vietnam dong, 0.6 million US dollar plus 7% year-over-year in Q2 2022. H1 2022 net profit after tax completed only 18% of our full-year forecast as M&E projects were still under construction. Meanwhile, REE's newly signed project value was 4.7 trillion Vietnam dong, 204 million US dollar, plus 85% year-over-year in Q1 2022. Office leasing and real estate. In H1 2022, this segment's net profit after tax MI climbed 16% year-over-year, while revenue increased 3.5% year-over-year. We attribute the divergence between revenue and net profit after tax MI growth to effective cost control and lower interest expenses. Power. REE's hydro portfolio earnings were 650 billion Vietnam dong, plus 161% year-over-year, thanks to soaring competitive generation market prices and sufficient rainfall for hydropower. Meanwhile, coal-fired power earnings were low at 23 billion Vietnam dong, minus 74% year-over-year, as Phả Lại Thermal Power, GSC's earnings plunged. Wind power enjoyed strong momentum as earnings quadrupled in H1 2022, thanks to contributions from 3 wind power plants. Net profit after tax MI in H1 2022 was 112 billion Vietnam dong, plus 490% year-over-year, and completed 47% of forecasts, thanks to additional earnings contribution from new wind plants. Trà Vinh V13, Phú Lạc 2, and Lợi Hải 2 that came online in October 2021. 2022 forward, thriving on hydropower earnings momentum. Revenue in 2021 is 5,810. In 2022 forward is 9,512. Year-over-year 64%. Due to consolidation of VSH in Q2 2021, due to higher revenue forecast for hydropower segments. Power. We increased our revenue forecast of REE's subsidiary VSH from 2.2 Vietnam dong to 2.4 trillion Vietnam dong, plus 9% compares to previous forecasts due to our higher volumes assumption. Net profits after tax MI in 2021 is 1,855. In 2022 forward is 2,543. Year-over-year 37%. We raised our 2022 forward forecast by 5% mainly due to our higher earnings forecast for the power segments. M&E 1. 2022 forward M&E revenue and earnings will benefit from the recognition of projects that were delayed in 2021 and new contracts signed in Q1 2022. Office leasing. We expect the office leasing segment to increase from a low base in 2021, especially in Q3 2021, when the company lowered rent to support tenants. Real estate 2021 was high based as REE recorded a one-off gain from its divestment in real estate company HD. Power. Firstly, mainly driven by the full-year operation of Chavin 48 MW, Phú Lạc 2 26 MW, and Lợi Hại 2 30 MW. Wind power projects should contribute about 202 billion Vietnam dong, $9 million or 8% of REE's 2022 forward net profit after tax MI. VSH successfully negotiating a higher PPA price at the Upper Quantum hydropower plant and strong volume should materially lift VSH standalone net profit after tax to 922 billion Vietnam dong compares to 388 billion Vietnam dong in 2021. REE installing 70 megawatt peak of new rooftop capacity in 2022 forward to raise its total capacity to 175 megawatt peak. Secondly, we increase our earning forecast for the hydropower portfolio, which outweighs our lower earnings forecast for PPC. We increase our earnings forecast for the hydropower portfolio mainly from VSH, CHP, and SBH from 975 billion Vietnam dong to 1.1 billion Vietnam dong, plus 30% compared to our previous forecast. Thanks to our higher volume assumption in 2022, we lowered share profits from PPC by 11% to 70 billion Vietnam dong, as we expect lower dividends income from its associate H&D. We maintain net profits after tax forecast for the wind and solar segments. Water projected to recover after tariff cut in 2021. Others, thanks to higher interest income. 2022 to 2026 forward forecast summary. We forecast a net profit after tax MI compound annual growth rate of 17% in 2021 to 2026 forward. That is mainly driven by contributions from the Chavin 48 MW, Phú Lạc 2 26 MW, and Lợi Hại 2 30 megawatt wind power projects that came online in October 2021, and an additionally 100 megawatt PA of wind power capacity coming online in 2023 to 2026 forward, bringing RE's total wind capacity to 500 megawatt by 2026 forward. Our expectation for RE solar energy to bring 70 to 100 megawatt peak of rooftop solar power capacity online PA in 2022 to 2025, bringing its total rooftop solar capacity to 473 megawatt peak by 2025 forward. Profit contributions from upper content hydropower starting from 2021. We also believe the SH will be able to finish its PPA negotiation with EVN and get a price of 1,038 Vietnam dong per kilowatt hour in 2022 forward. A full year contributions of E-Town 6 in 2024 forward that would increase RE's office leasing earnings to 715 billion Vietnam dong, $31 million, about 55% higher in 2021. Our items, mainly including net interest income, expenses at the whole core level that are forecast to jump from an expense of 20 billion Vietnam dong, $1 million in 2021, to income of 275 billion Vietnam dong, $12 million in 2026 forward, thanks to a robust cash dividend from RE's power portfolio. We increased our 2022 to 2026 forward aggregate earnings forecast for RE by 1%, following our 1% higher 2022 to 2026 forwards aggregate earnings forecast of power portfolio. It is the Year 3 summary of VCI's 2022 to 2026 forwards for REE. Net profit after tax MI new in 2022 forward, that is 2,543. In 2023 forward, that is 2,645. 2024 forward, 3,157. 2025 forward, 3,659. 2026 forward, 4,084. M&E office leasing, real estate, power, water, and others. Net profit after tax MI old is in 2022 forward, that is 2,423. 2023 forward, that is 2,626. 2024 forward, 3,173. 2025 forward, 3,642. 2026 forward, 4,129. Year 4 summary of VCIC 2021 to 2026 net profit after tax MI forecast for RE's power segment. Coal-fired power, hydropower, wind power, rooftop solar power, and others. And now I will show you the 2022 forward, thriving on hydropower earnings momentum. Revenue, the year 2022 forward forecast. Revenue, 1. Due to cancellation of VSH in Q2 2021. Power segment, year 5. Breakout of RE's power capacity by type adjusted for ownership. As of December 2021, we estimate that REE had a total 987 megawatt of power generation capacity adjusted for REE's ownership from a wide range of hydropower, wind power, rooftop, solar power, and coal-fired thermal power projects. Per our understanding, REE's strategy for this segment is to ramp up its green energy portfolio and reduce exposure to coal-fired power generation. The company divested the Guangning coal-fired power plant in 2021. We maintain our forecast for 400 megawatt of wind power to be added to from 2023 forward. In H1 2022, wind power net profit after tax surged 490% year-over-year to 112 billion Vietnam dong, $4.8 million and completed 47% of our full-year segment forecast thanks to additional earnings contributions from the new wind plants, Javing V13, Phú 2, and Lợi Hải 2 that came online on October 2021. We maintain our forecast for additional 100 megawatt PA of wind power projects in 2023 to 2026 forward in our model with our assumption for a fit-in tariff of 6.81 US cents per kilowatt hour, 20% lower than the previous PIT. In 2026 forward, we forecast that expansion projects with a total capacity of 400 megawatt will contribute 358 billion Vietnam dong, $16 million or 10% to REE's net profits after tax MI. Figure 6, VCI earnings forecast for REE's wind power in 2022 to 2026 forward. Capacity, revenue, VCI forecast for contribution, REE's consolidated net profits after tax MI, earnings contribution from 400 megawatt of new capacity, rooftop solar power capacity to jump post COVID-19, expanding rooftop solar capacity, net profits after tax MI of rooftop solar in H1 2022 was 34 billion Vietnam dong, minus 16% year-over-year, despite revenue of 118 billion Vietnam dong, plus 10% year-over-year, compares to REE started as REE started to recognize full depreciation from developed projects since Q3 2021. In addition, interest expenses were higher YOY year-over-year in H1 2022. REE has maintained its expansion plan as 26 megawatt peak plus 60% of capacity as was installed in H1 2022 compared to our full year forecast of 70 megawatt peak. We expect rooftop solar capacity expansion to accelerate in H2 2022. Year 7 summary of 2022 to 2026 forecast for rooftop solar capacity. Year-end capacity. Contribution to REE's net profit after tax MI. VSH profits to more than double in 2022. In H1 2022, VSH achieved net profit after tax of 660 billion Vietnam dong, tripling compared to H1 2021. This surge was mainly due to increased volume as a result of high rainfall and the contribution of the Upper Kontum hydropower plant that has been operational since April 2021. As Q2 2022 results beat our expectation and the outlook for H2 2022 is bright, we raised our volume forecast for VSH from 1.9 billion kilowatt-hour to 2.1 billion kilowatt-hour, increase our 2022 net profit after tax forecast for VSH by 21%. We maintain our expectation that Upper Kontum can successfully raise its PPA price to 1,308 Vietnam dong per kilowatt-hour in 2022 forward. Our forecast is based on REE's target to negotiate for a base BBA price of 1,090 Vietnam dong per kilowatt-hour. In addition, Upper Kontum will ask for a price multiplier of 1.2 times for the first 10 years of operation to increase sufficient profit in order to ensure interest and principal debt repayment. After these 10 years, a penalty multiplier less than 1 times will be applied to Upper Kontum's base PPA price to ensure that its project IRR would be the same as in scenario in which the base PPA price is applied for the full life cycle of the project. Year 8 summary for forecast. A forecast for VSH. Revenue, net profit after tax, contribution to REE's net profits after tax MI, contribution to REE net profit after tax MI, revised forecast. Office leasing segment. Occupancy rate remains 98% in Q2 2022. REE's occupancy rate maintained solid at 98% in Q2 2022. In 2020, REE's occupancy rate dropped from 99.5% in Q1 2020 to 98.5% in Q2 2020 and 97.4% in H2 2020 as a result of COVID-19. In 2021, the occupancy rate marginally improved to 98% in Q2 2022. REA's office building maintained their occupancy rate at over 98%, while the E-Town 5 Towers occupancy rate was 100%. REE is pushing the construction progress of the new E-Town 6 office building. This new office building will have a net floor area of 40,000 square meters compared to REE's existing 150,000 square meters of total leasable office space. REE is completed the diagram wall and how foundation at the end of June and plans finish underground construction by December 31. The company aims to put this building into operation by Q4 2023. You can see Figure 9. REE's guidance for E-Town 6 construction timeline. M&E segment projecting 34% 2021 to 2026 forward net profits after tax compound annual growth rate. The M&E segment's performance remained subdued in Q2 2022. REE's M&E net profit after tax amount was 35 billion Vietnam dong, $0.6 million plus 7% year-over-year in Q2 2022. In addition, the segment's H1 2022 net profit after tax completes only 18% of our full-year forecast as M&E projects were still under construction. Meanwhile, REE's newly signed project value was 4.7 trillion Vietnam dong, $204 million plus 85% year-over-year in Q1 2022. Therefore, we maintain our earnings forecast for this segment in 2022, as we expect the company will recognize earnings after finishing the construction of this project in H2 2022. The construction of Tân Sơn Nhất International Airport, Terminal 3, and Long Thanh International Airport represents potential upside to our forecast. REE posted record high M&E earnings in 2016 to 2017 after supplying in and installing the M&E system for Tân Sơn Nhất International Airport's terminal upgrade project. In the next 5 years, we believe that REE will have a competitive advantage to win M&E contracts for Tân Sơn Nhất Terminal 3 and Long Thanh International Airport, both of which are materially larger than Tân Sơn Nhất Terminal 2 upgrade. The land clearance progress for Long Thanh International Airport was 94% complete as of August 2022, and the construction of Phase 1 is expected to be finished in 2025, which we believe would benefit REE's M&E segments. The Tân Sơn Nhất Terminal 3 project is awaiting the handover of, firstly, 16 hectares of the terminal and secondly, 12 hectares for related infrastructure from the Ministry of National Defense. The Prime Minister is requiring the land handover process to be completed in Q3 2022 and the terminal to be operational by September 2024. We believe the acceleration of this project should benefit M&E constructors like REE. Figure 10, VCI forecast for REE's M&E net profits after tax MI. Valuation, sum of the parts targets price derivation. We continue to value REEs using a sum of the parts approach. Our target price derives from power generation. We choose a DCF approach to value REEs invested companies in the power generation segment as it is best suited to measure the cash generation capability of each power plant and renewable energy project in our view. For smaller investments such as linking thermal power and traveling electricity transmission company, we use REE's investment cost due to these companies' insignificant scale and or lack of information disclosure. We use our PPC valuation as published in our PPC update report dated August the 24th, 2022. Office leasing for REE's existing portfolio of office buildings. We apply a cap rate of 8.5% to our net operating income forecast. We value REE's eight-house office building using a DCF method. M&E and water treatment. We choose to value REE's M&E and water treatment segments using the PER approach. Our targets PERs for the M&E and water treatment segments are derived from a 4-year average PER of our respective peer group samples. Real estate, as REE has established REE Land, a holding subsidiary specialized in managing REE's real estate investment. We continue to use the investment cost of REE Land as our valuation for the segment instead valuing each real estate asset separately. We maintain a 10% conglomerate valuation discount to REE Total's equity value. We raise our target price by 8% for 2 reasons. First, we increase our aggregate 2022 to 2026 forward net profit after tax forecast by 1%, which partly reflects the chairwoman's guidance for an aggressive expansion plan to meet its 5-year targets. At the company's March 2022 RGM, REE's chairwoman shared the BOD's ambitious goal to more than double the company's revenue to $1 billion in the next 5 years compared to $400 million in 2022, and our revenue forecast of $600 million in 2026 forward. Second, despite a 50 PB increase in our HAL rates, free rate assumption, we lower our WACC assumption by 90 BPS as we increase our target debt capital from 20% to 40% to reflect REA's future gearing structure based on our projected 5-year forecast. Year 11, VCI sum of the parts valuation of REA. Year 12, VCI assumption for weighted annual cost of capital. Cost of capital, beta, market risk, premium, risk-free rate, cost of equity, cost of debt, target debt capital, weighted annual cost of capital. Previous report, 12.6%, revised, 10.7%. Comparable peers, due to its diversified investment portfolio, we recognize that there are no true comparable peers for REE. As such, we pick companies that are comparable to REE's invested companies in each business segment that will provide a good relative check to our SOTB valuation for the power office leasing segments and produce a target PER multiple for our PER valuation for the M&E and water treatment segments in our view. Our peer group has 4-year average PERs. You can see in this on the screen. Figure 13, REE's historical PER and peers. Figure 14, historical median trailing EBITDA of power peers. Year 15, peer comparison. Power office leasing, M&E, water, REE Vietnam. Market cap is 1,241. TTM net sales 309. Year-over-year percent. Year-over-year 17.9%. TTM net profit after tax is 80.9. Year-over-year 30.4%. Recommendation history. Figure 16, historical target, price, and recommendation. Appendix 1, REE's business restructuring plan. On September 30, 2020, REE's BOD approved plans to set up 3 holding companies that will directly own and manage REE's assets in each of the company's business segments. These holding companies include 1. REE Energy in the power generation segment. 2. REE Water in the clean water treatment and distribution segment. 3. IE land in the real estate segment. Meanwhile, IE M&E segment will continue to be managed by 2 subsidiaries, IE Tech and IE M&E value 150 billion Vietnam dong, $6 million US. The office leasing segment will continue to be owned and managed at the whole core level. We believe the new holding structure adds value for existing shareholders as it, 1, allows each business segment to raise capital per debt more efficiently, independently from the parent company. 2, simplifies the process of forming strategic or R&D partnerships at each business segment. And 3, prepares for the possibility of spinning off and listing each holding company if necessary. IE Energy manages all of IE Power assets. We understand that IE Energy's portfolio is comprised of 100% green energy and does not include light thermal power, which is IE's largest legacy investment in coal-fired power generation. However, for easy restructuring, this investment is still under IE Energy. IE divested its stake in QTP, and we expect that it will also divest PPC over the long term. IE Solar Energy is an environmental, social, and governance-friendly company. Figure 7, IE's new holding structure. Figure 18, IE subsidiaries and associates. Appendix 2, capacity expansion potential. Onshore wind power. IE acquired a controlling stake in Thuận Bình Wind Power. In November 2019, IE raised its ownership in TBW from 25% to 49% after purchasing 24% from Electricity Vietnam at a valuation of 300 billion Vietnam dong, 13 million US via a published auction. Per IE, it holds more than 50% of voting rights at BBW and thus has consolidated the company into the group. We estimate that IE's effective ownership that TBW is 61% thanks to 50% direct ownership and 25% ownership from IE's 43% owned associate TMP. As of YE 2020, TBW plans to apply for a license for 1,000 megawatt wind power in Bình Thuận, Ninh Thuận, Gia Lai, Đắk Lắk provinces. We note that further capacity expansion, such as the second phase of the Trà Vinh offshore wind farms, 48 megawatt, and Thuận Bình wind powers, 400 megawatt of wind power pipeline projects in Douglas, Zala, and Bington is highly dependent on the attractiveness of Vietnam's net wind power FIT in our view. Year 19 REE's upcoming projects. REE onshore wind power potential. The year 20 potential wind projects in Vietnam. Appendix 3 higher probability of La Nina in H2 2022. Year 21. Year 22. Financial statements. Revenue in 2021 is 5,810. In 2022 forward is 9,512. In 2023 forward is 10,298. And 2024 forward is 11,718. Ratios, cash flow. And that's all. These are all the information that we want to share with you. Hope this will be useful for you. Thanks for listening and follow our channel. Like and subscribe and share this video to your friends and family, and to more and more people knows about our channel. Thank you and have a good day. See you next time. Bye.